Welcome to Explosive Mechanics. Today we're going to do another unboxing. Today we're going to unbox some Eleiko weights. And the reason I like Eleiko is because they are precision. They are the definition of precision when it comes to powerlifting, weightlifting, or weight training in general. Every time I have an athlete here, when they go somewhere else, I need them to test the same or even better, whether it be at a showcase, a combine, or pro day. So even if it's at a powerlifting competition, I want to know exactly where we are at all times. And sometimes if you use weights that are not calibrated, you could be off a little bit. And sometimes when you're off in high level competition, off a little bit often ends up in a loss. So we're going to show you what I'm talking about here. So if I have an Eleiko weight, this half kg Eleiko weight, little change plate, if I put it on a scale, and I switch this to kilograms, it weighs 0.50 kg. And on the weight itself, it just goes 0.5. So even if I put this Eleiko clamp on there, it says 0.25. If I put it on this scale, it reads 0.25. And so powerlifting plates, even this 10 kg plate for powerlifting, if I put that on the scale, 10.00 kg. And so even this weightlifting plate, so I got a powerlifting plate, weightlifting plate, this IWF plate, if I put that on there, 5.00 kg, and it just says Eleiko 5. So even if I have stuff like, they don't make these anymore, but I have Eleiko plates that are in pounds. So let me switch this back to pounds. So it says 45. If I put that on the scale, 45.0 pounds. So now if I have just a regular weight, so I have a 2.5 weight here. Supposed to weigh 2.5 pounds. If I put that on the scale, 2.3. Just a regular cast iron plate that you'd have at a school or maybe your local gym that does not carry calibrated stuff. So even if I put a 25 pound, supposed to weigh 25 pounds here, I put that on the scale, 23.2 pounds. So that's off. What about this 45 pound weight? We're supposed to have a 45 pound plate. Okay, it says 45 pounds. 44.1 pound, it's off. It says 20.4 kgs. Let's just switch this to kgs. 18.6, so 18 is a big difference. So cast iron weights, and when you're dealing with stuff like that, or if you're going to a commercial gym, wherever you're going to, and sometimes, hey, this weight feels heavier. Hey, yesterday I was at this place, this weight feels heavier. Usually when you come here, if you're lifting in certain areas of the gym and you're reached that level to where you're more high level, I'm going to make sure that you're lifting with the calibrated stuff so that if you're trying to squat, if you put 645 on the bar and each one of them's off by a pound each, you're off by 6 pounds. And the 6 pounds when you're going against a 10 unit can make a big difference from day to day and time over time. So it's still on kg. I even have an Eleiko powerlifting bar here. If I put that on the scale, 20.00 kg, and this is a 20 kilogram bar. So as you see, every time I put something on a scale with the name Eleiko on it, it's exact. I do have some dumbbells here. They're supposed to be calibrated dumbbells. So this is 4 kg, and I got a 10 kg. Let's put the 4 kg on the scale. 3.9. Says they're calibrated. A lot of other companies can say they're calibrated as well. But as you can see, that's not. What about this 10 kilogram? 9.95. Close, but not exact, okay? So when you really want to know exact numbers, hey, I run a 40-yard dash and a 4.7140. I'm going to tell you you're running a 4.71. I'm not telling you you're going to run a 4.7. It's going to be more precise so that when you go somewhere else, it's not only how you test here. I need to have stuff here so that I can be consistent with your training. But when you go somewhere else and test, like if someone's here and they're jumping on my jump mats, you get a lot of criticisms from these yahoos on YouTube and even Instagram that have no clue. They don't test. Hey, they may see what an athlete's vertical is, but they don't take it from a 30 to a 40. All right, so every time I've had someone leave this gym on the jump mat, I had a girl, she went to the University of Minnesota to play softball. She left here with a 29.2 vertical. She got to Minnesota, she tested on the vertex where you jump up and hit the slats. She jumped to 29.5. I just had a kid this past year, Jordan, plays at Sam Houston. His highest on the mat was a 39.2 inch vertical. We never even worked on the slats, the vertex, or whatever you want to call them. And he got to Sam Houston, and he called me, Jared, I just jumped to 39.5. I had the second highest vertical on the team. And so, hey, he bent their legs when they landed and stuff like that. I'm so tired of people saying, hey, look, you have to catch and absorb force. If I throw you an egg and you were to catch it and your arm would be stiff like that, the egg's gonna break. Well, you have cartilage and stuff in between your knees. You got disc in your vertebrae. If you land stiff-legged like that, after falling from 40 inches or 38 inches or 35 inches even, you've got a shot of injury. So the weak people will always criticize the strong people. The unathletic will always criticize the athletic. So let's just let that sink in. Because remember, it is about me, but it's also about them. When they leave this gym and they go get tested somewhere else, they're testing better. I need them. That way, now I've got a trusted bond with that athlete. They're knowing I'm not lying to them. Had a kid, he jumped a 34 flat on the jump mat, went to his pro day. This was a 6'2", 6'1", 300-pound offensive lineman. At his pro day on the vertex, he jumped a 34.0. Also had a kid that jumped a 35.1 vertical on the mat, did not even work on the vertex. He left, went to his pro day, and he jumped a 35 flat. And so, again, they're leaving here and they're going to be tested somewhere else. Like years ago when I'd have volleyball girls here, you can train them and you can jump train and you can think all you want to. Thinking gets you nowhere. I want to have a thought, test that thought, see what the result is time after time so that I know that I'm right. And it's just so hard. Hey, you got all these yahoos out there that want to blabber this and blabber that. But look, when you come to explosive mechanics, I'm going to tell you the truth and I want to be precise. You know, if you want to go somewhere else and they lie to you, a lot of times when my athletes are at school, I've got a pretty big name. And sometimes these coaches and stuff want to crap on me. Hey, that ain't how you do it there. They're just trying to do anything opposite of what I say because they can't get the results that I can get. So they're just going to talk a big game without producing anything. So enough of me on my rants with that. Let's get into this unboxing. Let's see how these weights come. Let's see what they look like, and let's see if they're calibrated. I ordered some IPF plates, not IPF, IWF plates. I've got 2 areas for bumper plates, and those are Eleiko. And so we're just going to open this box. And see how they come. As you can see, it's nicely branded, Eleiko on the outside. My invoice. Pretty deep in here. All right. Some IWF 1s, some greens. So it says 1 kg. Let's see what it weighs. 1.00 kg straight out of the box. Now I've got some other Eleiko stuff around the gym that's been here for 14 years. And I could put that on the scale. I didn't bring any over. I should have. Another 1. Let's see. 1.00. So another great, a nice looking blue weight here. Let's just throw all this crap on the ground. Let's get this other blue weight out of here. So I get rid of this box. Yep, that's all I got. Just ordered these 4 plates because that's all I was missing. Because their stuff does go out of stock sometimes, and so when it comes in stock, you better get it. So let's see what this 2 kg weighs. 2.00 kg, the last one here, 2.00 kgs. So there's the unboxing of the Eleiko weights. They're rubber coated. The IWF ones are rubber coated. The powerlifting ones are metal. So anyway, got off on a rant, but the whole thing is, it's all about precision. I need to have precision. I want my athletes to be precise. When they go somewhere, I want them to tell them the truth. Hey, I run a 4.740 and they get tested and they all of a sudden show up a 4.9 or 5 flat. So they may be going somewhere else and getting these great numbers at that facility, at that school. But when they go to show up for a showcase, a combine, or a pro day, and they get there, hey, I believe I'm running a 4.9, a 5 flat, 4.9, 5, 4.7, a 4.7, but I end up running a 4.9, 5 flat. That's disjustice to these athletes. So that's why I order precision stuff. I have bars, plates, so that I know exactly where we are. And my timing system for our 40-yard dash time is a pretty stringent test. It moves when your hand leaves the ground. It's not a Bluetooth thing to where we have a gap to where I may be running a faster 20, but when you go get completely laser tested, you're going to run slower because you're not used to that. And so instead of working on flying 10s, we work on dead start 20s. So that they're used to coming off the ground. With a flying stuff, you can kind of build up speed and you may run faster through that gate, but if you don't have any get out power overcoming your inertia power, you're going to be leaving some gains on the table. So anyway, I hope you like this unboxing. Like I said, a huge fan of Eleiko because they're precision. Like you saw some of these other weights that are supposed to be calibrated, they're not. The plates over here behind me are not. I even have a kettlebell right over here I'll go get. It's a competition kettlebell. It weighs 44 pounds on one side and 20 kilograms on the other side. So let's see how close that is. 20.1. So again, not precise, but at least it's on the better side. You know, if it says 20, I'd rather it weigh 20.1 instead of 19.9. So anyway, like this video, like, subscribe to us on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time. Until next time.